Hey guys, what's going on? Ken Rayder here for Rayder Sports. How are we doing today? So, every time we think Toronto is out, every time I think Toronto can't win, they pull a rabbit out of a hat. I thought Toronto was ripe for the picking. I thought the Bucks were going to go up there and kick the crap out of we the North. And with Kawhi playing 55 minutes in Game 3, noticeably hobbled. I think he's dealing with some type of injury. He's not 100% at all. The Raptors find a way. And I always thought there has to be some type of glaring weakness with the Bucks. And I found this out. The Bucks aren't clutch. If the Bucks don't blow you out, they lose. That's been kind of the MO this entire postseason, and that's what I'm seeing right now. If the Bucks don't blow you out, they lose. So I was doing this last night, trying to figure out how to articulate what I was saying, and for the life of me, I couldn't do it. And in order for me to do these videos, I have to be able to articulate what the hell was going on. It looked early that the Bucks were going to blow them out. They were up like 15-6. Giannis had 2 massive dunks, and we're all looking at each other like this could get out of hand quick. Then right on cue, Toronto gets a run of their own, drops it to like 15-14. Then Toronto, makes the adjustments. What they did is they started stacking the paint as Giannis had 10 points in the paint in the first quarter. After that, Giannis really went silent. I mean, he still ended up, walking through it with average numbers, 25, 10, and 5 assists with 5 blocks. But he did miss 4 free throws. Not the greatest free throw shooter. He has to work on that. But still, it comes to the fact that when Toronto stacks that paint, it forces guys like Marichek, Lopez, Hill, Brogdon to produce more. They just have to do that. And they pretty much played average to below average basketball. Marichek went 4 for 10, got his average 11 points, 2 of 8 shooting from 3. Lopez had 8, but Bledsoe and Brogdon really let down this team, and so did the whole Bucks bench. And that was supposed to be the Bucks' biggest advantage in this series was their depth. And the depth just did not produce. But especially Brogdon, who only went 2 for 11, and Bledsoe, who went 2 for 7. I mean, you got to get better production out of those guys. Obviously it was a rough shooting day, but everybody was just average to under average. And that's what I'm seeing from the entire Eastern Conference. It's been very inconsistent. It's been very average. Just very blah. A lot of teams have been getting blown out. We saw that in the Raptors Sixers series, and we're seeing that now in the Bucks Toronto series. And Nick Nurse is out coaching. Oh man, I can't think of the Bucks coach's name right now, but he is out coaching with the adjustments that he has been making against Giannis, and just kind of letting the Bucks shoot and say, hey, if you can't hit it, or you're going to hit it at an average rate, we're going to beat you. And I mean, that's the glory about the playoffs. You can't just walk through the playoffs playing average basketball. And I think the entire Eastern Conference is average. I think the Bucks were just the best team in a bad down conference. And you could say, oh, the Celtics and the Sixers, they were really good this year. No, they were average to below average of what they should have been. I mean, everybody had either the Sixers or the Celtics playing for the NBA Finals against probably the Warriors or the Rockets. If you look preseason wise, and neither of one of them are playing right now. A few outliers had Toronto there, but Milwaukee just seemed to, I think, overproduce in the regular season. And Toronto is just kind of average. And that's what it was. It was just an average game. 2 below average for Milwaukee. Milwaukee, I bought into the Milwaukee hype. And now, luckily, as they say, a series has not officially begun until the road team wins a game. So luckily, Milwaukee has 4 home games. But where I thought Milwaukee was going to take this in 5, now it's looking like Milwaukee is probably going to have to win this in 7. I bought into the hype, and now I'm scared shitless that I was. Excuse me. So, involved in this hype, and now I'm starting to see through the facade of the Milwaukee Bucks. And right now, I'm fearing that maybe the Raptors got a better chance to win than I thought they did. But we'll see. Game 5 at Milwaukee. Hopefully, the Fear the Deer crowd will come through. And Milwaukee will